Welcome back to some new PettyRevenge stories, where people share small victories over those who wronged them. I hope you had a great day. Thanks for all the likes and comments on the last video. And now, let's start with the first story, shall we? It's called Baby Gate Alarm. My teenager and husband are constantly leaving the baby gates I have installed on the stairs and door to the mudroom open. The dog will then go into the mudroom and eat the cat litter, or she'll pee on the carpeted landing, or go up to our room to get into our trash or the diaper pail. It drives me bananas. Making them clean it up doesn't seem to deter them from constantly forgetting to shut the gates. My teenager maintains that they don't leave the gate open, so I bought one of those window alarms. It has a separate magnet and then the main unit, so when you separate them, it alarms that the window is open. You can put these things just about anywhere, such as stores, fridge or freezer, cabinets, etc. You can also set a delay, which is what I did, so it isn't alarming just from someone walking through. Currently upstairs with the toddler for a nap, and heard the teenager go down the stairs. And 30 seconds later, the alarm starts going off. I sent them laughing face emojis. I'm sitting here trying not to wake the baby up from laughing. I didn't tell my husband I bought these alarms, so I can't wait for him to come home and find out about them too. I worked nights all weekend and slept during most of the day Saturday and Sunday. Throughout that time, I heard the gate alarms go off frequently. The teenager stayed in their room most of the time, so it was definitely my husband setting it off the majority of the time. I haven't rubbed it in his face yet. He knows that I know that he's aware he's the problem. To his credit, he hasn't complained about it, at least not to my face. Though I did hear him curse once before going back to shut a gate, and neither he nor the teenager have decided to just flip the off switch on the side, so at least they are going along with it. The teenager is much more vocal about their hatred of the alarm, said it's a very overstimulating sound, to which I said, then I guess you'd better shut the gate. They are proving to be much more trainable than my husband, but hopefully with a few more weeks of pavloring him, he'll just do it automatically. The next story is called Security Check. I run security on an industrial site, which means I do occasional night shifts. The site stays open until 11 PM. It has a number of businesses that work late, including a storage facility. Due to a recent demolition of one of the units, the storage facility opening hours have been restricted. One of my jobs is to stop anyone who wishes to come in between the hours of 8 PM and 11 PM to check they have access codes. It's a 30-second check. Everyone is happy to comply, apart from this one jerk who instantly took it as a personal attack. I stopped him at the security barrier with a pleasant greeting. Good evening, sir. Are you trying to access the site? What it got to do with you? He replied. I explained, if you wish to come in, I'd need to know why, for security purposes. I'm not telling you nothing. Who are you? What's it got to do with you anyway? Calmly, I explained that anyone accessing this site after the hours of 8 PM and before 11 would need a valid reason or code if they want to come in. Otherwise, access will be denied. Screw off. You ain't even got a badge. I'm not telling you where I'm going. No problem, buddy, I said. In that case, you can't come in. As I turned my back, he drove up on the curb around the barrier and sped into the storage unit. Normally, I'd lose it and throw him out physically, but on this occasion, I took the revenge option. As it was close to 11 PM and locking up time, I decided to manually override the gate lock on the storage facility and lock him in. Returned to the front gates and locked them as well. As we are a police patrol site, I notified them of the situation, in case the guy phoned them. It took about 40 minutes for my phone to start ringing. It's the contact number for emergencies. I knew the jerk had realized he was locked in, and I got around 15 calls. I ignored them all. Long story short, he had to wait until 4:30 AM to get out after my shift. It was delightful opening up the gates and raving him out, with a super smug grin on my face. To add insult to injury, I informed the site owners, and they have served him with an eviction notice. The third story is called Card Thieves. Yesterday morning, I received an email notification from my credit card company stating a transaction for $1,500 at a med spa was declined, and another stating it was approved. I immediately called said CC company to report the fraudulent charge. Turns out my card has had fraudulent charges over the past 3 weeks, with purchases including various hotels in my area, eBay, gas station, self-storage and moving truck rental. I rarely use this card. The last time I used it in person was in February, and last online purchase in 2023. Fortunately, my CC company flagged all recent charges and closed my card. This morning my boyfriend had a doctor's appointment in the same city as a hotel purchase made yesterday. After the appointment, he asked me what I thought we should do today. I said, well, you wanted to shop for new shoes. Or we can swing by this hotel up the street and see if the credit card thieves are still there. The amount seemed like it would cover 2 or 3 days. So we go to the hotel to see if the people were still checked in and to let them know the card was stolen and the charges would be reversed. Front desk lady was upset. She was able to find the reservation by card number and noted that the person had kept changing cards to pay for the room. Of course, they didn't tell me the room number, much to my boyfriend's dismay. He was hoping to get a room key to take their stuff. I called the credit card company and they asked me to call the police. I called the sheriff department and they arrived within 20 minutes. I was surprised they even came. I gave them my report, ID and credit card. The deputy asked if I wanted to prosecute. I said yes. Then they went inside and spoke to the front desk, who provided them the invoice. We waited outside in front of the lobby. Then through the automatic sliding doors, I hear the front desk lady yell, "That's him, he's trying to leave." Light Hispanic dude with a bull terrier and several bags gets placed in cuffs. He gets brought outside, searched, and Doggo gets cuffed to a trash can. Then another little Asian guy gets brought out in cuffs. A third deputy arrives and brings out a fancy Asian lady with her face full of fillers, 2 suitcases and a Coach backpack. 4 officers start going through the backpacks on the hood of their car. We see passports, IDs, credit cards. They pull out a big credit card printing machine and a laptop. Then they pull out a big Ziploc filled with stuff, and the cop exclaims, "Here we go," and turns towards us to flash a smile. 2 of them go back to search the hotel room and bring down 2 bags with more stuff. A scale, 4 car keys and a big wad of cash. Unfortunately, none of the cars were in the parking lot, and the perp said they had been traveling by Uber. I walked inside to give the front desk a copy of the incident number. Shouldn't have stolen my card. The next story is called I'm Their Boss. I work at a facility with children with ASD. We are short-staffed on this particular day, and I volunteered to stay late to help with coverage, so one of the children can make an important doctor visit. Normally I am a supervisor of a different shift and oversee the people that I was filling in for. We are a fairly large company with awful turnaround, so people and titles get lost in the day-to-day all the time, on top of the chaos that our clients already stir up on a daily basis. I am with my assigned child, and this new lady comes out and immediately lays into me about how I have to do these things and those things. Starts questioning if I even know what I'm doing, all the while ignoring the client she's supposed to be watching. I tried correcting her, tried to explain that what she was doing was improper and a danger to the child. All the guidance I was attempting to give her, despite the disrespect and talking down to me, was met with huffs and puffs, and her storming off mumbling insults she thinks I don't hear. I just laugh and ensure not only my child, but hers are safe. After all, I only have to wait an hour or 2 before I leave, and I'm patient and petty. This behavior continues the entire 2 hours. During this time she leaves her child unattended a dozen times, ignores all my guidance, tries bossing me around, hurls insults, gets attacked by her child, many of our clients are violent, and I still step in and rescue her. So everyone is at the bare minimum, at least, safe. I never once told her how long I've been there, nor what my position is. I simply thanked her for the advice and smiled. And in the spirit of patience and embracing my inner demons, I will now wait until the day she ends walking into my office. It will be glorious. Patience is a virtue. The cake is in the oven. The last story is called Pest Over. I'm currently benefiting from some petty revenge. Basically, the management company for my apartment complex passed over the woman who'd been here for 25 years for a new guy who doesn't know his backside from his elbow. So this lovely woman now decides that her precious mission to save the company money is fruitless and will never gain her praise or compensation like she'd hoped. So suddenly, when I made my fourth complaint about my dishwasher, she just ordered me a new one. AC unit not working well? Let's get you a brand new, more efficient one. One button on your microwave stopped working? Here's a new one. It's great, and I bet they are regretting it now. Thanks for watching the video to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. And if you have time, watch another one of my videos. Also, if you want to support me further, check out the channel membership or Patreon. And now I hope you have a great day. See you soon. Bye bye.